Now, India's parliament broke up in uproar several times this afternoon as opposition MPs challenged the Indian government over its reluctance to put pressure on Sri Lanka over allegations of war crimes by Sri Lankan government forces.
Go back to your places. Go back to your places.
Well, the anger was provoked by new evidence of war crimes to be aired on Channel 4 in a documentary tomorrow night. The film includes chilling video evidence of 5 men and a child who have been executed. Well, now we're joined by Callum McRae, director of the documentary Sri Lanka's Killing Fields, War Crimes Uncovered. What exactly has happened today?
Well, what this is about India's attitude to Sri Lanka and the allegations of war crimes, the growing evidence of war crimes. India is critical to what happens to Sri Lanka because it's such a near neighbour. There is a UN resolution which is being debated just now, which calls on Sri Lanka to do further investigations and indeed to effectively report back to the UN about their findings. It's a very, very modestly termed resolution, but it is seen as almost as a threat by the Sri Lankan government. India has shilly-shallied. India has, because of its close ties with Sri Lanka, has avoided taking a decision on it. The uproar today was provoked by the allegations in our film, and it came mostly from opposition MPs in the huge Tamil south of India. There are 46 million Tamils living there, and they are demanding that India take a clear stand in support of the resolution and demand that Sri Lanka answers these questions. And
what seems to be the most explosive allegation that particularly seems to have wound them up in the Indian Parliament?
Well, the revelation that which is going to be in our film about the apparent execution of, well, indeed the execution, the evidence is very clear, of the 12-year-old son of the LTTE leader. And
that's the Tamil Tiger leader.
Tamil Tiger leader. The significance of this evidence is that it's yet more evidence of the systematic nature of the executions. It shows that there was a pattern, and that pattern suggests that it's authorised, and the authorisation for that kind of action in a disciplined military force like the Sri Lankan, controlled from the top by the president downwards, is that responsibility for these war crimes goes to the very top.
And the Sri Lankan government, what are they saying?
Well, the Sri Lankan government have continued to just deny our evidence. They say that our evidence is fake. They deny all the charges against them. They say no war crimes were committed. It's a denial which is, frankly, increasingly implausible because more and more evidence is emerging. And indeed, there is a lot more evidence in our film tomorrow night than just this one execution.
And have they commented about what's happened in the Indian Parliament? Has anybody said anything tonight?
I haven't heard anything from the Sri Lankan government about their reaction, but they will be very, very worried about this because if this tips India into supporting the UN resolution, it leaves Sri Lanka very isolated.
Callum McRae, and don't forget, you can see that documentary, Sri Lanka's Killing Fields, War Crimes Unpunished, on this channel, Channel 4, tomorrow night at 5 to 11.